Hey, what's up, y'all? Today we're gonna be talking about this new drop that 2K didn't put out. This little teaser. I think that's what people call them, teasers. I personally don't like these. I think it's kind of corny. You know, you dropping a blurry picture. First off, Swante been unblurring these, so it's kind of pointless to even blur it really, because it's like we passed it. We passed the Genjutsu. But with that being said, still, like, they dropped this one with a rose today. And I see people going crazy, you know, oh my God, is this Derrick Rose, the Legend Edition, or, you know, a rose finds a way in the concrete. I don't know. People they do too much. And I personally don't like the emojis, because I feel like that's weird to me. Like, it feels like you talking to a girl and she playing games. For all my young boys out there, like, you know, you texting a girl, hey, you still gonna come over tonight, and she texting you back a cat, some bubbles, and a carrot. You like, what that mean? Maybe I'm just an old head. I don't know. Maybe I'm like, I ain't got time for that. You know, it's a yes or no or whatever. But I'm getting off topic. So they dropped this with the rose. I see people going crazy, and I kind of just want to go through some of these comments, because I've been reading them on the daily. I don't know why. It ain't gonna help none. And people getting out their frustrations, but I kind of want to gauge the temperature. Now you see your boy already right there, Jelly Trelly. You already see young Trelly, Jelly. You already see me right there. I made my comment, and this comment I can explain it real quick. Some people gonna see this and probably be like, "Dang, bro, he sound like a hater." I said the hard truth: the state of 2K isn't the devs' fault. It's y'all always wanting the maximum for the minimum. Paying extra to be max level day one, fiending for the biggest green window / quickest jump shot, the most optimal crossover, step backs, etc. Now, what I was saying right there, it is the devs' fault though. Like, I mean, they definitely could do some better cooking with this game. However, what I was gonna say is that no matter what the devs do, it ain't gonna be good enough, because this community is so divided. And that's because when it comes down to it, NBA 2K has never truly had an identity. If you know the history of 2K, I'm not gonna get all the way into it. I don't know how much time y'all got, but if you know the history of 2K, you would know that they were the little brothers of NBA Live. NBA Live was the game to play. NBA 2K only started getting popping, like it only started popping off like when NBA Live started dropping the ball. NBA Live basically handed 2K the crown, basically. So, and you know, like when I was younger, I played 05. I used to play NBA Live 05 with my brothers. We used to go crazy in that. And 2K was the game that had fun features. Like 2K, I think it was 2K. I don't know which one it was. Could have been 6 or something. I know 2K had it like where you had like this condo and you go up there and play like darts and air hockey. Me and my brothers would actually load up 2K just to play the darts and the air hockey and stuff, not the basketball game. We had NBA Live for basketball, but we would load up 2K to go play the darts and stuff. That's how much we enjoyed the features of 2K, but that's neither here nor there. The point I'm trying to make is that 2K has never had an identity, because you take that part aside and move on to now. 2K has never decided, are we an arcade game? Are we a simulation game? If you go look it up, I mean, you ask AI, you go look on Wikipedia, anything, everything will tell you, oh, 2K is a simulation game. It's about basketball. It's about realistic basketball. But if you look at the gameplay of 2K, it's anything but. I mean, let's just go away from the physics engines, which is basically purely animation driven. We're not even going to talk about that. Let's go into just look at the park. Look at the park and ask yourself, is this like a simulation game? You know what I mean? A dude in a hot dog costume or a dude in a banana costume with the tip split. Pause. Please. It's silly. You know what I mean? A dude shoot a 3-point shot. He hit the Dougie. He hit a backflip. Like, imagine if you go play ball in real life. I just want you to think about this. I really need you to think about this. Imagine if you was playing ball in real life. For y'all, some of y'all have never really played basketball in the shows, but for y'all who have, you know, a lot of us grew up playing basketball. Like, especially black folk, but that's neither here nor there. Imagine you went to a park to go play ball. It's like maybe 5 other people there or something. So right now y'all just running the 3s. Or imagine if it was the 5s. That would be even more cringe. But imagine if it was the 5s. And you get out there and there's some dude and he got the ball. He bringing it up court. He's screaming for every possession like, hey, I need the ball. I need to take it up court. I need to be the, you know, distributor, the handler. Okay, cool. You like, this dude really want to be the star point guard. Okay. He take the ball up court. And for the next 20 seconds, you got to sit there and watch this dude hit left to right to left to right to left to right to left to right to step back to left to right to left to right. And he's either doing that alone or he has somebody come up and set a screen. And the dude who sets the screen is doing this like a statue, just standing there setting the screen, right? He just sitting there, just setting that screen, and dude's left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I'm talking 20 seconds. And then he chuck up a shot. I'm talking about one of those, like, you know, LA Fitness, you know what I mean? One of them shots, one of them just throw it up and put your hands down and look at it flying and it brick or something, or he make it, whatever. However, regardless if it goes, let's say he does make it, he make it. And he's like, yeah, and he hits like a backflip or something and then just runs down court. And imagine if he did that. Yeah, baby, another one gonna play. She watching that, Miss Rachel. Imagine if he did that every time. Yes, baby. Let me see. Here you go. See? You got more Miss Rachel. Imagine if he did that every possession. Every possession. Imagine if this dude came down court left, right, left, right, left, right for 20 seconds. Every possession. And then every once in a while, you know, he might pass it after 20 seconds of dribbling or something. That's the state of 2K. That's the state of 2K. Now, if you go play pro is kind of the same thing. Go look at Pro-Am and stuff. At the higher levels, that's just the same thing. 3 of y'all go sit over there in the corner. You two sit in the corner, you sit over there, and center, you come over here and set me some big picks. That's it. That's the game. That's what 2K has funneled the player base into. You either got Silly Town over here and you just hitting, you know, you just dribbling like crazy and wearing the craziest outfits and dudes flying around in quadcopters. How many cars do y'all need? Like, man, I'm about to sound like Unc, so let me stop. Maybe y'all want to play an MMO. Maybe y'all want to play an MMO, and that's okay. But I just wish that everybody would be 100% honest about what they want from this game, because that's where these problems lie. These problems lie because instead of focusing on making a nice basketball game where the passing feels fluid, the stats that you put into your build matter. Instead of doing that, they're like, hey, how would I see that everybody's obsessed with being a demigod. You think 2K don't see that? You don't think they don't see the content creators talking about some demigod this, demigod that? You could have it all. The stats 9999. Why do you think they came out with cap breakers? Cap breakers was literally a psychological thing where they were like, bro, we can get more money out of these dudes. Let them make a build. Then after they make the build, pay for it and stuff. That's why when 2K26 came out, you know, you can't see the cap breakers until you make your character, and you couldn't see the cap breakers. What they would do, you have to earn that cap breaker. Remember, you have to earn it. And so to even get that menu up in the first place where you could look at the cap breaker. So the point I'm trying to make is that, because it's been going on for how long now? I've been talking for 8 minutes straight. I'm yapping. So basically the point I'm trying to make is that all of this that you're watching right now is because your average 2K player, they're on silly time. They like this. They want, you know, maximum offense. What happened? 2K, you remember when 2K first came out, they buffed defense. They had it feeling good. I think, remember that day 2 patch? I don't know if y'all remember. I stopped playing really early, but the day 2 patch, man, they buffed defense. They had the game feeling fluid. It was feeling good. Everybody was, you was dribbling nice, but you had to use teamwork. People was passing the ball. I was seeing some post ups. Big men were looking, they were eating down there. And then what happened? The talking heads get on YouTube. Oh God, I can't shoot, dude. Nobody can shoot, dude. And then what do? Next thing you know, you load up 2K and you see that little ball icon. Oh God, what did they change? If you're on the 2K Discord, it says we made a patch where we and I swear I'll be on the 2K Discord. They don't tell you everything that they touch. They don't. There's no way. Because they be doing some extra stuff in the background, but they tell you like, oh, we tuned defense a little bit. We muted, we did. They never really say nerf, but regardless, this is the basketball that people want. You got the silly time over here, and then you got the sweat. Like, I just want to score maximum. And nobody cares if defense suffers in 2K. Nobody cares if defense suffers because nobody cares about defense. When people make builds, they don't say, oh man, I want this dude to have the clamps. That's rare. You don't get most people wanting to play defense because defense is not sexy. If you love basketball, in real life and even playing on a game. But if you love basketball, you would love defense, because you know that defense is, it's obviously the other half of the game, but it's sweet. Defense is good. Good defense looks great. When somebody's clamping somebody, you like, dang, bro, he know where he gonna go. Dang, he can't do nothing with him. He in a box. Like he done. You know what I mean? To see somebody who's crazy at scoring and then get locked up, you're like, dang, he really liked that. Like he clamped him. So the fact that that's not in the game makes the game so sad, because seeing dudes run down court and shoot like it's nothing, I mean, I don't know. So that is about 10.5 minutes of yapping. So let's go look at these damn things. If you had to skip through that, I totally understand. And I could go on to that so much more, but I want to read some of these comments. So let's see. Pro play ruined the game. Before, the game felt smooth, responsive, and fun. Go back and play 2K16. Animations flowed naturally, and dribbling felt free. And you were in control of your player. Pro play was supposed to make the game more realistic, but it sacrificed responsiveness. I agree and disagree, young Treya. Or Tree. I disagree and agree, because on one hand, 16, I played 16, but I played more like Play Now because I was in college. And when we were playing 16, it was more like we were playing Play Now. We were putting money on it. And Play Now is like, it's offline. It's a lot more fluid. And Play Now definitely was busting on 16. We was a lot of days spent on that, a lot of nights. But as for online play, I saw my friend play it. I didn't really play my career, my player back then. But I saw him play it. Whenever I go back and look at videos of 16 and people dribbling, it looks good. It looks good. Here, let me put this down a bit. It looks good, but the only thing I don't like is it has that same thing that I say about kind of all 2Ks, is that, at least modern 2Ks, is that I see people, it incentivizes over dribbling. Does that make sense? I'm gonna move this a bit. That's probably better. It incentivizes over dribbling. You come down court. If you go look at some 2K16 highlights, what do you see? You see a dude come down court. You stand, especially on the threes, right? You stand on that corner, you stand in that corner, and this dude's gonna dribble. He's gonna beat you, then come back. Like, it looks like and one. I don't know if y'all remember and one. I'm showing my age here, but I don't know if y'all remember and one, like, with Hot Sauce, the Professor. Don't ask me to name any more names. But that's what 2K16 kind of looked like. It looked a little like that when I saw people dribbling, but it did look cool. Like, the dribbling was cool. Like, definitely looked somewhat responsive. Like, you were chaining a lot of stuff together. My problem is, like with all 2Ks though, I wonder, I didn't play 2K online that much in 16, but I wonder, was people only using the optimal dribble, the optimal SIGs? Y'all have to tell me that in the comments. I don't know about 2K16, so please. But as for when he says that it was responsive, it flowed naturally, yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll give you that one. Pro play was supposed to make the game more realistic, but it sacrificed. I'll agree, but only because you are so locked into animations that, yes, it does take away the responsiveness. Like, here's a perfect example. I was gonna put it on the screen, but I'm lazy. I'm not gonna go look it up. The perfect example, you know what I'm gonna talk about though. Watch this. When you like you go up or something, your dude goes up for, like, you're going towards the hoop or something, and you get clamped. And your dude does the animation where he's like, he picks up the ball and he kind of like struggles a bit, and then he kind of stands there for like a second or two. No matter what time you press pass, after that second or two, he'll kind of clamped up, he'll sit for like a second or two, and then he'll pass. It's like the most telegraphed pass in the game, because people know that animation. When they see you get clamped up like that, they know, okay, he just picked up the ball, he's about to pass. That animation, I've seen it so many times play out. And it's so horrible to watch. Because it's like, I don't know, something about it, you see it and you're like, bro, it takes the immersiveness out of the game. And there's so many animations like that. I mean, between that, I hate when, and he's talking about pro play, but I'm just talking about all animations in general, because I think pro play is only like the scoring when you have the ball animations. But if you got pro play for that, what I would say is, if you're gonna do pro play, the bank, right? The bank. When I say the bank, hey baby, when I say the bank, I mean exactly how many how many moves, animations and stuff are stored on the game. If that's the case, there needs to be so many more animations, okay? Because once the animations get repetitive and you keep getting locked into them, that kind of tells us that you don't have that many animations, and so you're gonna keep continuously getting funneled and forced into these predicaments, basically these animations. You're gonna keep getting forced into them, and that's the problem. So that is one thing I will give 16, is that like it did look a little bit more loosey goosey. Now as for the defense, that's one thing I gotta say, is that I do like on the newer games how there's more bumps and stuff. So good comment, man, good comment. Let's see. There is literally no better time to do exactly what the TFB community did. I even organized it for you. $20 for a build to be maxed to $99, which is crazy for a game to pay $70 plus monthly. Well, if you buying that, joke's on you, son. Allow them to possibly make even more. Oh, Lord. That boy, he really did write it out. All right, we're not going to read that. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll take $65 builds. And I'm gonna put this right here just to make sure y'all can still hear me. I'll take $65 builds, and if you have an old build that you don't want, refund 33% of VC. Also want some better gameplay. Let's make it happen. Y'all are going up against GTA 6. If you don't have that, then it will be pointless. A couple things about that, Mr. Dakota, Mr. Curtis. $65 builds. I mean, I guess that's a little better, you know, it's like, it's a little better. It's like a smaller cucumber, if you know what I mean. It's not, it's still gonna hurt you. But 65, I guess, is better than 100, 150, whatever it takes to level up your build now. And if you have an old build, I've seen this number go down repeatedly. I've seen this number start at like 100%. Then some people were like, oh, I mean 75, just refund 75% of the VC, it still be good. Then I seen 50%, and now I've seen 33%. I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up with somebody saying, how about just 10%, 5% of our VC back? That way, if you delete 10 builds, you have enough to halfway work on another build. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna keep yada yada. Also want some better gameplay. I love how he just said that, like it was just like, yeah, give us better gameplay. Like, I get it. I get it. You don't think the developers wish they could do that too, to just say it and it happens? They're you know, if they wanted better gameplay, it would have been better gameplay. But all of this that you're saying summarizes to basically exactly what to summarize it up is basically they have no competition. They have no competition. So when you're saying better gameplay, let's make it happen, do this, do that, it's like everybody got to remember that they have no competition. And this is all because of y'all. Because when 2K was early, everybody was crapping on EA. Look, I don't like EA. Nobody likes EA. But look at us now. We're over here begging for EA to come back. Let's move on. 2K, what the F does this mean? Good question. What y'all think? Can you confirm defense was top priority in development this year? Well, I'll tell you this. I don't want this to go on too long, but I'll tell you this. Mike Wang told Bauer, I don't know if you know Bauer, that's the guy who plays Locke, and I'll comment on locks and stuff later. I'm not gonna make this video long, but that's the guy who commented on, he plays, I think, small forward. I'm gonna call it small forward. I hate saying lock. But he was playing small forward on Joe No's team for Black Market. And Mike Wang, remember, Mike Wang was talking to those guys before the game even came out and was asking them. And Mike Wang even said, I had you in mind, Bauer, when I was making defense this year. And that's got to be the biggest slap in the face, first off, to look somebody in their face and say, man, you're my inspiration for this. And then the thing is not existing. That's like talking to Westbrook or something, being like, Westbrook, man, I had you in mind when I was working on the dunks for 2K this year, and then the game come out and you only doing rim grazers. It's like, damn. Are you saying I'm ass? Like, are you saying, I don't know. Let's see. The community is so desperate. This S never gonna change. I agree with that, brother. I agree with that. The amount of thirst we are seeing is crazy. Crazy. People are looking at these messages. Oh my Lord, y'all see the lights? Look. If you look at the lights, you can see that clearly. It means nothing. All right. Derrick Rose must be the legend cover. Hold on, let me go grab a Zen because I know they won't be patched. I mean, yeah. I don't know about the cheater thing. I never really run into it, or maybe I do. Hey, mama. When I see somebody hitting shots, I just assume that the game is either, you know, because it is pretty easy to shoot, but also just assume like maybe you know, he owned one. Maybe it's his night, or maybe you know, dynamic weather this year. Can we get VFX on clothes like trails when we what? On clothes like trails when we what? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is what I'm talking about right here. I'm trying to be respectful. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This man want to see trails when he runs. He want to see a rainbow while he running. He want to see a rainbow trail in him. This is why the game don't get better. And look at this. Look at how many people out. Look, people. I mean, they seeing it. Nobody liked it yet, but I'm just saying, like, what are you on, brother? We talking about some. You got people talking about lower in VC. You got people talking about some make the game better. You got people talking about some. Can we get some defense? And you over here? Can I get a trail when I run? You know, like a rainbow trail, or you know. So when I'm running around the park, people see me. They see like, what are you on? What are you on? This is why the game is ass. Chicago City in the park. What if they have a bunch of major cities? What if they do? How is that going to change your life? Just make the stories offline for 2K27. If not, I'm not buying it. Thank you for telling us. If it's not the announcement of parting with... I promise you, we don't care. y'all can't stand this boy. Y'all can't stand him. But God, y'all can't stand this boy. Hold up. Who calling me? Hold up. All right, we back. Oh, man. Somebody called me. That was annoying. All right. Soundtrack produced by Jay-Z. Storyline. You know, this is weird because Spike Lee has produced like 3 different 2Ks now, the stories, but it feels like this is the one he should do because New York won. So it's kind of like, I mean, I want him to do it, but on the other hand, I'm like, well, first off, I don't want him to do it. I love Spike Lee. I think Spike Lee is a great storyteller, of course. However, he's done so many, and it just, I don't know. I get tired. I don't personally care for a story. You know, like I kind of would. I would if they go back to letting my career actually give you something, bro. Like when I say give you something, I'm talking about like the grind. I heard that grand badge or whatever, but I'm just talking about the grind in general, and like, can I get some rep from it? The VC actually like make me want to play the games, because what do most people do with my career? They like just skip through it, sim through it. You know, make me like the last story. I didn't care. That story was so ass. I don't care what nobody says. That story was cheeks. You know what I mean? You from whatever, and I think you're from Vermont, and then the dude who was voicing your character sounded like a wimp. So every time something happened, man, I gotta get out there and play ball. I just gotta. He yelling at his parents. It's ball, mom. You don't get it. I'm like, okay, that's how I know he ain't black. That's how. Cause my mama, boy, let me tell you, my mom would have slapped me so hard, I'd have been like 3 shades. I would have looked like this. I'd have been 3 shades lighter. You hear me? 3 shades lighter. I'd have looked straight like Derek. Anyways, so I don't know. Cover athletes, Winby, Brunson, Derek. Yeah, I think people are kind of seeing that now, but I don't know. I mean, how many times has Derrick Rose been on the cover? Look, I love Derrick Rose. Who doesn't love Derrick Rose? But at the same time, how many times has he been on the cover? Maybe that's what people are starting to see it. Y'all are so clever. Oh, sorry, here we go again. My NBA, please fix this. And NBA, brother, your mode does not make them the big bucks. Is that an Israel symbol? No, hold up. Don't get me banned, y'all. Your brother, your thing does not make the big bucks. Nobody cares. And I mean respectfully, they don't. Nobody's gonna care about my NBA. They're not gonna try and fix it because why? There's no money in it. Let's see. Knicks, Derrick Rose. Maybe. Bro, I can't wait. Let me get involved. What does that even mean? Who are you? Who is this? Jesus equals heart COD is back. Did Chicago or D Rose blessing the cover? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because I was like, Chicago is known for, well, I think Derrick Rose, there's a lot I can say about that. I'm gonna just leave that one there. I'm not even gonna, now they got me acting like them. I mean, if you look at the rose petals. All right, here we go. Y'all just gonna show sweaty pictures in 8 days that make people facts. That's what I was saying, bro. I was like, they're gonna show a picture of like some in-game play, be like not final footage, and it's gonna show somebody sweating, and they're like, damn, do you see the sweat drops? Bro, we are so back this year. We're so back. All right. Honestly, wasn't impressed with 26. Yada yada yada. $17 game, then you gotta buy 100. Yeah, so the people have spoken, bro, and people keep saying Derrick Rose. The people have spoken. They're not with this. They're not with this, bro. They're not. I keep seeing people who do this. Is this that dude from Reddit? Because I keep seeing this be posted. I don't know, man. But yeah, I think definitely people are not excited about this. Game's still gonna be cheeks. People are not excited about this. Copy and paste. People are not excited about this, and I think 2K has a lot of work to do because your fans are not, you know what I mean? Look at this. Take away microtransaction, no thing. Now, here's the thing. People are fake. People will sit here and be like, oh, I'm not playing this bull crap, yada, yada, yada. And then the game come out and 2K be like, we broke records again, y'all. Now, granted, breaking records can be fake too. You don't know what to believe. So I just need y'all to be y'all. Be true to yourself. If you like this, man, please consider liking. But really, I want y'all in the comments to, you know, tell me how y'all feel about this, because I don't know. I don't know what to take from this. Anyways, I love y'all, man. Peace and blessings. Shalom, shalom. I'll see you on the next one. I'm outie.